Like what we do? Consider supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the description below. And as always, please, enjoy the story.
Following behind Lara and her friend, I look around the lunch courtyard and Nathan is nowhere to be seen. We always hang out at lunch. It's stressing me out. Matt, Jade says, ushering me to sit next to her on the bench. What's wrong? Don't you want to sit with me? I'm worried about Nathan, I answer, still looking around. It's not like him. I'm sure he's fine, Jade replies, patting the seat. I'm sure I saw him with Lara. Stop worrying and come sit down. Settling my dinner tray down next to her, I reluctantly join her and her best friend, Aya. Aya gives me a suspicious smirk as I sit down opposite her. She's been Jade's friend for as long as I can remember. Bit of a self-righteous know-it-all, but she's nice enough. So, Matt, she says, wafting her thick bangs from her eyes, I've heard that Barry is angry with your friend now. I thought yesterday he wanted to beat you up. What on earth is going on between you guys? It's a long story, I answer, letting out a sigh in acceptance that Nathan isn't joining us. Oh, playing it cool? Aya replies with a smirk. I'll just ask Jade later if you don't tell me. Jade lets out a nervous laugh as I turn to look at her with a disappointing glare. She really does earn that reputation for being a gossip. Teachers got wind of it yesterday, I say reluctantly, knowing I might as well just say. Barry has been going around telling people he was going to fight me after school, so I'm not surprised it made it to the principal. You're lucky then, Aya says, sipping on her strawberry milk. He's a lucky one, I reply confidently. Oh, so macho, Matt, Jade interrupts, stupidly giggling at my comments. I'd probably say it was luckier than Nathan was with you this morning. So true, Aya says, making me feel more uncomfortable as she childishly giggles. After all that happened to you guys on the way to school, Nathan's now the boy Barry wants to fight, right? Jade, I say, giving her a sour look. Did you tell her? She's my best friend, Matt, Jade replies, looking at me innocently. I told her what happened this morning, yeah. What's the big deal, Matt? Aya interrupts. She's just filling me in. It's not my fault you don't have many friends and are having to sit with us at lunch. How does it feel having your older sister being your protector? Shut up, Aya, I sneer, then turn to give Jade a filthy look. I guess that makes sense, but Jade better not have told her everything. Jade gives me a dopey look, then sticks her tongue out at me as we glare at each other. As I'm about to react to our sibling rivalry, someone unexpectedly taps me on the shoulder. Turning around, expecting it to be one of Barry's dumb friends trying to wind me up, I see a funny-looking kid who's completely phased out. Yo, he smiles, scratching his messy hair as he stands over me. Hey, I reply, puzzled, trying to work out if I know him or not. He doesn't look like someone Barry would have as a friend. Name's Andrew, he continues, looking just past me with a vacant expression. Just wanted to thank you. Thank me for, I ask, now seriously confused. Making it possible for my dreams to come true, Andrew answers, looking up into the sky like he's daydreaming. Sure, I stutter, perplexed by the entire situation. As Andrew shakes off his daydream, he looks at Aya and smiles. Strawberry milk. Nice. Then, just like that, he ambles off and away from our table. What was that about? Aya asks, stopping herself mid-sip. Dunno, Jade laughs, nudging me again. I've heard you've become more popular recently, you know, with those who really don't like Barry and his crew. Maybe he's a secret admirer? He's not my type, I sarcastically answer. Instantly realizing what I'd just said, I shake it off with a big smile and a laugh. Just joshing. Of course he's not my type. Worried I'd let my secret slip, I nervously glanced at Aya to see her reaction. Thankfully, Aya doesn't seem to be interested in my almost accidental coming out. She's just poking at her sandwich. Thank God. So, did you buy that dress in the end? Aya asks, uninterested in her food, as she looks up at Jade. Nah, Jade answers, chewing with her mouth open. Was too short. I don't have any shoes that will match either. Do you mind if I get it then? Aya replies. Bored by the conversation, I poke at my food and blow a raspberry. Problem? Jade asks, moaning at my attitude. No, I answer softly, resting my head in my hands. Just worried about Nathan. I'm sure he's fine, Jade says, comforting me with a soft touch on my arm. As I said, I'm sure he's with Lara. Lara? Aya swiftly replies. The same Lara, Jade? Yeah, that Lara, Jade answers, sounding a little like she's in pain. Oh, I get it now, Aya says cheerfully. She's been hanging around with that Nathan boy a lot, right? Is that why Barry is so mad? She's broken up with him to be with Nathan? No, I swiftly answer, grunting in displeasure. Are you sure? Aya asks. Heather said she saw them kissing yesterday in the hallway. What? Jade asks, almost knocking over a soda to lean forward with interest. My heart sinks. Yeah, I was surprised too, Aya continues with a smug giggle. He's a little weedy, not the sort of guy I'd go for, but Nathan must be thrilled. He's getting with one of the prettiest girls in the school. He's not going out with her, I deny, shifting nervously. Your friend is lying. Wow, Matt, Aya responds, stunned by my reaction. Jealous your friend's getting a girlfriend? You're his best friend. Shouldn't that make you happy for him? My face goes bright red and I grit my teeth. I don't believe it for 1 second. I'll go ask Heather about it later, Jade says, touching my arm again. I'll find out all the gossip. Is that wise? Aya asks Jade with a hint of condescension. You remember what happened last time you gossiped about Lara? I know, Jade answers, waving away Aya's concerns. I'm not the same silly girl I was last year. I'm not looking to cause issue. I just think it'd be best we find out all the facts before jumping to conclusions. Don't you think, Matt? Sure, I reply, trying my best to hide my fear of rejection. Talking about it, Ira whispers. I've not seen Lara this happy for, forever. Since she stopped hanging out with all us girls and got with Barry, I swear she's been, depressed or something. That makes me feel awful, Jade answers, putting a hand in front of her mouth. But go on. What have you heard? Aya suspiciously looks around and then leans in. Well, I heard that Lara was just going out with Barry to remain popular, since she dropped us and now doesn't have any friends. Aya reaches across the table and touches Jade's hand. Don't gossip about this, because I don't want you to upset her again, Jade. I won't, Jade answers with a secretive whisper. Aya looks left, then looks right to ensure no one is listening. I heard she's been so depressed, she's been planning to take her own life. What? I react loudly, causing both Aya and Jade to look around in fear. Quiet, Matt, Aya scolds. You're talking rubbish, I continue. Lara seems absolutely fine to me. Yeah, maybe now, Aya replies, giving me a wry smile. I think Nathan might be helping her feel better, but I wonder how long that'll last if Barry finds out they are a couple. He's already mad at Nathan, right? Is that really true? Jade asks, still whispering. Was she really going to do that? That's what I heard. Jade lowers her head into her hands and starts shaking. I look at her, puzzled. My sister and Lara aren't close at all, so why is she getting upset? That makes me feel fucking awful, Jade says, whimpering softly through her fingers. Don't be... Sweetie, Aya replies, comforting Jade. We all know you tried to make it better with her. It's not your fault she didn't want to talk with you anymore. As Jade lowers her hands away from her face, she gives Aya a small smile. I'm surprised to see tears in my sister's eyes. I interrupt, pointing at Jade's tears. Are you guys going to tell me what happened between you and Lara, or... None of your business. Aya instantly scoffs. Jade, however, gives me a soft smile. Let's just say I'm not proud of how I dealt with a very sensitive situation, okay? What? Did you share nudes of her or something? I teasingly reply. No, Matthew, Jade snaps in reply. Don't be such a boy. Does he really have to hang around with us, Jade? Aya then complains, glaring at me. I totally understand why you think he's a dork. I'm not a dork, I shout. Stop calling me that. Shouting out, all the kids around us start looking over in our direction. I feel my cheeks burning as I hide in my seat. Such a dork, Jade says softly, taking a bite of her food. Yeah, dork, Aya repeats, trying to reinforce her point. Feeling pretty silly, I concentrate on my food, rather than all the kids staring. Reaching for a potato chip, I realize I've not touched my food at all. Matthew, Jade says with a whisper, please don't mention any of this to Lara. Sure, I reply, eating with my mouth open. No, seriously, Matt. I heard you. Wait, Aya whispers across a table at us. Are you meeting with Lara later? I can't tell you, Jade says, clearly holding her tongue. You will, though, Aya replies with a confident grin. We've got class all afternoon. I can tell you've got juicy gossip, Jade. I'm your best friend. I know you. Nope, Jade replies, mimicking a zip across her lips. We've got a plan, and I'm going to help. A plan, Aya says, clapping her hands together in excitement. I roll my eyes. Jade really can't help herself. Stop asking, Aya, I say. It's nothing to do with you. Aya gives me a dirty look. I was asking your sister, not you, dork face.